And I just want to ask y'all: do y'all think the dynasty is over? Like officially, it's done?
Are you asking like, are they ever gonna win another championship? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I would assume yeah, because for it to continue, they'd have to win a title.
I would say yeah.
Mm,
Damn.
it's
I'm not
I
saying I'm not saying it's out of the realm of possibility for them to win the championship, but like Clay coming off surgery on each of his legs, like, and then um you have Wiggins, who you don't know what he's gonna be, and you only have Kelly Oubre for a year. So it's like how much better can this team get?
they can extend Uber though, so like it's not surprising to
I
me.
agree though. Yeah, like with especially with Clay now with a torn Achilles and with a torn ACL coming back from a torn ACL, it's just kind of hard to see like how this team can win a championship again unless Curry can elevate a lot of his teammates, which he has before. It's just like this team is nowhere near it was like 4 or 5 years ago when it comes to the bench or depth. So
Yeah. I mean that. What are you saying,
Oh
Jason?
no, you can go.
Uh, I was just gonna say like it kind of is sad, you know, because I think we all expected them to at least be contenders this year, and
yeah, I did
you
too.
know,
No,
and like
You didn't think they were contenders?
said no, JSmooth.
I mean,
I'm a hater, bro.
okay, no,
Oh
no,
my
no,
goodness.
no, no, no. Listen to me, okay? Even before Clay got hurt, um, first off, CP3 move was made, and the
Oh
West.
God.
Honestly, you look at the West, bro. Um, the West as a whole, as a total, gotten so much better throughout the years, to the point where there's 10 teams you can honestly say those 10 teams couldn't make the playoffs, right? The Warriors, in my eyes, I'm not sure about that. And like Curry, I do believe he is a great leader, but one thing that has been ignored throughout the fact of his leading is his ability to stay healthy. I don't think
Mhm.
if you're putting the ball in his hands more and letting him do stuff more, right? I don't think he's gonna I don't think he's gonna be as I don't I think there's a higher risk that he gets hurt. Not just that, but also Draymond declining offensively, becoming basically a liability besides his playmaking. It's like what are they gonna do? You know, they don't have a Kevin Durant like player to help fix those problems, like or help carry the load while Steph Curry is out. So it's just like
Bro, what you talking?
But you're also forgetting that like I'll take a season as example, right? I'll take a 2013 year.
yeah.
2013, Steph was ball dominant as hell. And
Hmm.
not only was he ball dominant, Draymond wasn't even Draymond yet. Draymond was playing the small forward at that time, which is just ridiculous to even think of.
Hmm.
And not only was he playing small forward, but Clay was a sophomore. So his defense wasn't even, what it is today.
Hmm.
And they had Jarrett Jack as one of their backup point guards. And I think he even ended up starting at a point in time during the season. They had injuries all across the fucking board. Harrison Barnes was a rookie. Let's not forget that. Andrew Bogut only played like 30 games. Festus Ezeli was starting at center for them. Come on now. And Curry didn't
Yeah,
get
but
hurt.
the West is tougher now.
The West is
I mean,
tough back
I'll
And
give
then.
you
especially nowadays,
the
like
West
back
was
then,
still tough. The West
look,
was still
back
tough
then,
back then, bro. The West
Yeah, it
was
was
still
still real
tough.
tough. I'm not gonna
yeah,
sit there
but
and lie
back
to
then
you.
The
they
West
weren't
is
they
always
weren't
tough.
targeting Curry like they're going to be targeting Curry now. Like can Curry handle getting double teamed like Harden every
He
play?
was getting double teamed
He's
that
already
year
getting
too,
double.
though.
He's
He's
already
always
getting.
been getting double teamed.
Okay, no, no, no,
Yeah,
no,
but
no.
can
He
he
was.
withstand it, bro? Like,
He was not getting double teamed
I'm not saying
consistently
he
like
had
he is
I'm not
now,
saying he
bro.
had the attention that he has now,
Yeah.
but like Curry's always been great when it comes to passing out of doubles. That's really my point. Like even back then, he was still great at passing out of doubles and finding the open man. Because like even though Curry may not get the assist, like the direct assist, a lot of the reason that Draymond be getting his assist is due to the attention that Steph gives him,
Putting him
or
in 2-on
Steph
situations.
gives. Yeah,
Draymond overrated playmaker.
he is an overrated playmaker. People sit there and
Thank
act like
you. Yeah,
people
I know,
sit there.
right?
People sit there and act like this guy is Mark Gasol. or some shit. Like, no, he's not. And Gasol, I know Gasol don't even average the assists that Draymond does, but Gasol is a far better passer and playmaker in my opinion because he's more of a threat offensively to the point that you got to play up on him and he can actually make plays for others. Like, not sitting there saying Draymond can't, but you know, we all know Draymond's very limited on offense, so the defense doesn't really show him respect like that.
But let's talk about something else, right? I know you brought up the 2013 season, right?
And I'm not trying to say the 2013 season is going to be the same as like other years. That's not what I'm saying. I just wanted to reference that because you said he was ball dominant type shit.
I'm not even like he's not even gonna be that, but he's gonna have more of a load. And I think Curry's body, especially for because like in 2017-18 he played 51 games. 2018-19 he played 69 games. Like you know, like he was missing games. And I think now if he misses any games, they're most likely gonna lose because it's just like he's the engine to their offense basically. And you don't have a guy like Durant that you know, like I said, when he's out, like who's gonna be creating the shots? Nobody, bro. Like they're just gonna have to rely on Warriors offense. And yes, ball movement is amazing, right? Ball movement can lead to a lot, but when you don't have somebody with the gravity of Steph Curry, it kind of makes you know stuff harder for the Warriors, as we saw this year. You know, like they were really bad because they didn't have somebody like Steph on offense. You know, so it's like, what can they do?
I mean, then how good do y'all think Oubre and Wiggins are going to be? Because they're going to be huge factors for them.
They'll get
This
better.
I think
but
that
oh, go ahead.
you got it.
I said I was gonna say like both Oubre and Wiggins they'll get better because with I believe I mean Draymond's like a very vocal leader on that team. He's gonna get players involved and like make sure they're in check, you know. And same with Steve Kerr, but not to the extent with Draymond with the players. So, I mean, I believe Wiggins and Oubre are gonna get better as individual talents, but they're not gonna be to the point where it makes them championship contenders. So,
I agree, bro. I actually think there's a chance they miss the playoffs.
Whoa, missed the
Honestly.
playoffs.
Well, I think if Steph is healthy, they're making the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to miss the
I think
playoffs.
I actually agree with Gobo. I think there's a chance.
There's a chance because
I think no matter what, they're a top 10 team in the West, so they're gonna be
But
in
that
a
doesn't
playing
mean
situation.
that doesn't mean they're a playoff team though. That doesn't mean they're a playoff team.
But I don't think they lose in a playoff game or a play-in game.
You don't know that, bro. It's very possible,
I mean,
man.
as far as the
Because
playing games,
the way it's looking, that means they'd be losing to a team like the Grizzlies or the
No,
Pelicans.
not the Grizzlies.
Like it'd be like a young team, bro.
okay, then let's name off some teams in the West, right? Okay, tell me if y'all think these teams are better. I think we shouldn't agree. Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets are going to be better for sure. Rockets are going to be better.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Jazz.
Yeah.
Oh, well, depending on if
I think they're on the same tier, bro.
The Mavericks.
Exactly. The Jazz to me are on the same tier as the Warriors, in my personal opinion. The Jazz, the Mavericks, that's 7 or 6.
Yeah, the Mavericks are better. And
then
Suns.
the Blazers, Suns, that's 8. And then I think the rest, like, come on, like the rest is wide open.
You could say the T-Wolves, but I don't think they're that good. So.
No, the Wolves are not that
T-Wolves
good.
are not gonna make the playoffs, and Cat's gonna leave.
And I don't think y'all think the Pelicans are gonna be better, right?
No.
Okay, so that's only like 8 teams. And damn.
And that's all you need, bro.
But still, like, exactly, like once the play-in comes in, anything is possible at that point.
Yeah, now that I think about it, honestly, these playoff games about to be lit.
I know, right?
these play-in games, I should say.
Yeah, they're gonna be crazy. Like the Grizzlies.
Oh boy, they need to switch some stuff up in the conferences, yo. Like I'm so serious, bro.
We're gonna go from like a Warriors Mavericks playoff game to like the Hornets and the Hawks.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, they need to get rid of conferences, man. It's about time already.
It'll never happen though. Never happen.
I don't think it'll ever happen either.
Yeah, unfortunately.
The East teams are too chicken, yo.
No, it's just their finance. They just don't. They want money. As simple as that.
Yeah.
And the East
like certain teams, certain teams would just become so pointless at that point. Like
mean-
think
Oh,
about it. The Knicks would even become even more. Well, Knicks
I
are New
disagree.
York, so the Knicks are New York, so kind of whatever. But imagine like getting rid of conferences. What that would do to a team like the Hornets or the Cavs. They'd become so irrelevant that it'd just be pointless to even have them in the league at that point.
Listen, I think this is what the good thing about the conference thing, right? If they get rid of the conference, I feel like it's just like the Warriors situation, like with the whole super team stuff, whatever. Everybody thought no one was gonna beat them, but slowly and surely, you look at every team in the West, or just every team in the West, they slowly and surely started to get better, so they could even out the playing field with the Warriors,
Mhm.
you know. And it's just like I feel like if you do that, teams are gonna be motivated to have long term success rather than just being mediocre. A team like the Magic, they come over, instead of just being mediocre, they'll tank for 1 year, get a star, and actually try to build around him to have long term success instead of like, because a lot of the teams in the East, let's be honest, they're fine with being mediocre because they can still generate money, they can be in the playoffs because it's just like the
That's the
East is
East.
not hard,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like, and it's just that's what I believe, honestly.
Yeah, I agree with you on that last point. Like that's true that teams don't really have motivation to win. Some teams don't have motivation to win. They just have motivations to make money. You
Mhm.
know, like for example, I think that's one of the reasons why the Hornets have kept Jordan as an owner for so long because, he's Michael Jordan and he owns the team. He actually keeps them somewhat relevant. You know,
Facts.
and their jerseys. But
Yep.
regardless, like, yeah, I still think it's time to get rid of conferences, bro, because like the whole purpose of conferences back then was because of the travel. When in reality, like you got teams like the Clippers and the Lakers in the same conference as the fucking Rockets. So like, what is the even point anymore?
Uh,
But so to me, it's just like I get what you're saying, but like I still think they should get rid of it. But as far as the Warriors go, I think the Warriors can make the playoffs. I think they will make the playoffs. As far as the seeding, it'll probably be around that 6th to 8th seed. If Steph just goes crazy, maybe a 5th seed, but that's a stretch. That's a huge stretch.
yeah, I literally think there are 5 teams that are for sure better.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. But like, I'm just saying, like, just depends on how crazy Steph goes. But his health, that's really the
Yeah.
big concern for me. And also, what's that dude? Nicholas Mann or whatever his name is.
Go
They did pick
Mannion,
Yeah,
whatever his
Manon,
name is.
Nicholas
Or Nico
Manon,
Mann.
Nico Mean, or Man, whatever his name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, the redhead, bro. We know what we talking
the
about.
redhead.
Nico
Yeah,
Mean, man.
like he looked nice in college, but
No, he
I don't
didn't.
know how his game's gonna. What do you mean he didn't, bro? He looked solid. He looked solid.
Bro, he's supposed to be a top 10 pick.
Yeah, I know, but things
Why do you think
happen,
he
bro.
fell?
Then, bro, hell, maybe he would have showed out in March Madness, bro. But things happen.
He was
Exactly. You
being a
never know.
scrub, yo. He was being a scrub. That's why. That's why
I
he
mean,
fell.
Cole Anthony fell. He was supposed to be like what a top 5 pick.
But Cole Anthony, he had reasons for his fall, like his awful team and him being injured. He was playing on an injury throughout the year, so it's just like
Well,
you
I
can't.
never really was a Cole Anthony believer. I always thought LaMelo was
I
better.
mean, Cam Reddish was playing with the injury throughout some of his time at Duke.
And that's why he was still a top 10 pick.
Yeah, but he was also like he was playing with RJ and Zion. I
I mean,
just feel
I
like
guess,
the
I
TV
guess, but
time for them, like,
I mean, I feel you.
Watch
And
Cam
not only
Reddish be the
that,
best
but
out of the three.
and not only that, I was seeing people. I sent that tweet to y'all in the chat, and somebody was like, "Oh, Andrew Wiggins, like watch out for him next season." And it's like, bro,
Yeah.
like
Annual
we do this
tradition.
every
Annual
year.
tradition.
It's literally a tradition at this point about Andrew Wiggins like playing well, and it's like, bro, like I
but I
get
feel
it,
like we
Wiggins,
have to give him the opportunity this year.
dude. No, man, no,
It's
we
gonna be his
don't.
first time playing with a guy like Steph with his gravity, like a whole
I
new
mean,
situation.
I feel you on that because even in the game that Steph played, I think it was the Raptors game, you could even see all the gravity that Steph like brought, and Wiggins definitely benefited off of it. If I'm not mistaken, Wiggins had like uh efficient scoring game that game also. So I'll give him
Yo,
that.
But
But
so like, I wouldn't be surprised if he plays well, but I also wouldn't be surprised if he didn't. Like that's just where it is at this point.
yeah, Wiggins. Nothing surprises me anymore when it comes to Andrew Wiggins, bro. That's just how I look at it. And I'm looking at the game right here.
Pack a mid, yo.
Wiggins in that game had 21 points, 10 rebounds, shot 45% from the field, and in the fourth quarter had 11 points to
you
Steph,
talking
who
about versus
shot.
the Raptors?
Yeah, it was that Raptors game. Now, granted, it's one game, so I'm not saying it's gonna represent everything, but it just kind of like if you watch that game, you could see the gravity that Steph brought, and like it changed that entire team because they think about it, it was a close game too. So
That nigga Wiggins is a super scrub, bro.
Sexton
like
better
think about
effects.
That
if
is
Steph
definitely a fact, yo.
if Steph can give so much gravity to the team that Wiggins can drop 21, Damian Lee can drop 23, Marquise Chris can drop 17, and Eric Pascal can drop 16. Now imagine next year with Kelly Oubre added to the mix. You know?
and we haven't even spoke on Wiseman once.
Yeah,
Yep.
and
Yeah, we don't know
exactly.
No,
what
bro.
he's gonna be.
Exactly.
I'm excited for him, man. Like I'm really
Y'all
excited for
tripping.
him,
Y'all
bro.
don't think they can y'all tripping, man. Y'all think
There's
you
a
think they can make
possibility, bro.
No, I never said they weren't making the playoffs. That was JSmooth, bro.
I said there's a possibility, bro. There's a
Yeah, there's
possibility they don't
yeah. He
make it.
said
Yo.
possibility, which I
But
No
is it just
possibility.
health? Is it just health that
Not just health. The players that are put around him, they could just not make shots. Wiggins is such a wild card, bro. Like I don't think you realize
I'll give
he
you
could,
that. Yeah.
he's a dude that can kill you on both ends one night or like be amazing, right? And
He actually got better on defense in the games he played with Golden State. But
but like it's still not enough
limited
to tell
sample
me
size.
because it's a
Yeah.
limited sample size and also the Warriors team was bad on defense to begin
Yeah,
with. So
they
it's
were
just
really
like
bad.
I mean like I don't really know, like, you know.
How I feel about it is if they are the seventh or eighth seed, I don't see them losing two games to lose their playoff spot. But if they're like the ninth, 10th seed trying to get in and they lose, I wouldn't be surprised.